to be on fire, now we're all burnt out.
Baby, you and me like a broken beat. How we got to here is a mystery.
Welcome back to Mamiyamigos. He already knows what this is.
I'm sorry if you guys are hearing that. That's why I don't wear headphones.
Anyway, you're watching us again. You're here. You've tuned along. Hey, how you been?
Good. We just had we signed an NDA. So
Oh yeah, we can't talk about it.
We just had a huge lunch at an unnamed company.
Very unnamed.
That was free, which was nice.
Yep.
And it was like buffet, all you can eat. Mm-hmm. And let's just say they lost money today.
Yeah, because we were there and we ate a lot, and there's a lot of I feel like I'm gonna pass out soon. How have you been? It's been, guys, this is gonna be crazy. It's been 1 week since I looked at him.
It has been a minute.
It's
Not
been
1
a
week.
second.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta stop.
Is it?
You always like to mess with the mic when you're talking.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, Bob, and I'm always editing around that shit.
Yeah. Do you have like OCD? Every time I reach for it, you're like, no.
Don't do it. So he was gone for July 4th. Didn't invite me to go. And I'm a little bitter about it.
Invitation's still in the mail.
Oh, it's still in the mail?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll get it next year maybe?
Yeah. It's like your wedding invitation to us. You know, it's still in the mail.
It's still in the mail, yeah. He's disinvited now.
Yeah.
Dude, so much shit has happened since you've been gone. I mean, I've done so much
Since
shit.
you've been gone.
This is our singing episode.
Apparently. This is our most copyright claimed episode.
But no, I think it was we went out shooting. We shot twice in a row. That was pretty intense for us here in LA.
2 days in a row.
LA.
Yeah.
It was good. It's good episodes, I think.
Dude, has this ever happened to you? I was scanning the film from when we went to downtown LA. After I sat down, I was done scanning. I looked at the photos, and there's like an out of focus hair on every shot.
Oh,
every shot.
Why? What happened? What did you do?
Because there was like some tiny microscopic hair that got on the sensor.
Oh wow!
And since you're so closed down, or at least I am, on these like macro stuff.
Yeah.
Like you can see it in every shot, so I have to rescan.
So you had to rescan
everything.
all.
I haven't
those.
even done it. I was so pissed off.
Oh, dude, that so sucks.
To go through like 2 rolls,
Yeah.
scan everything, especially X-Pan because that's a little more complicated too.
Have you ever had it where you're scanning and you think you're in focus, but you like were ever so slightly out of focus, and you're like, I don't suck this much. Like,
I know.
I didn't ruin all these shots. So you go. I've done it where I've like. That's why I hang out my negatives. That's when you ask me like why I hang up my negatives. I scan it. And then I invert them or invert 1 or 2 and be like, okay, cool, everything's good.
Yeah, that's the
just
way
in
to do
case.
it.
Because like if I scan it, then cut it, then you're like, well, fuck, I got to go back and I messed up.
Yeah, now all my shit's cut up, so I have to go through and I can do like 4 shots, and I gotta like feed it with my fingers through the thing. It sucks.
Yeah, totally.
Like,
well, you learn your lesson.
I've learned this lesson before. I don't know how I'm still making it.
You're just kind of dumb.
Yeah, it's probably that. Yeah,
dude, the DTLA shots were pretty cool. I had a lot of fun that shoot. That was a cool shoot. I want to go back to the fashion district.
It seemed like you weren't feeling it so much, at least at the beginning.
It's true, yeah. I think it was because of that lens.
It wasn't the right lens.
No, if anything, it was the right lens. It's just I needed to learn how to use it a little bit.
It's like that with any lens though. Like with certain cameras and certain lenses, like there's like a day where you kind of you're still feeling it out, and then the next like day or two is when you really start to get in the groove. You start thinking in your mind's eye like, oh, this is like a 35 millimeter view frame right here. And sometimes like when we were on Route 66, I was like this. I would go up to the exact spot I already knew what the angle was going to be, and I'm like, okay, maybe 1 step or 2 steps this way, but I'm pretty much there in my head already before I even lift the camera up. You know? Yeah. That's the best. That's when you start producing like the best work.
Right. Because then you don't even have to look through the camera. But like that's the problem with having so many cameras sometimes is that like, you know, if you have your rangefinder and then you have, I don't know, maybe your SLR or even your Hasselblad or something like that, then it's like you have to like train your mind for a different aspect ratio almost for a second or even a framing because like you have to kind of like get into the mode.
So I was talking to someone, or maybe it was like a comment somebody made or something, where they said even National Geographic photographers have like this thing where it takes them 2 days when they're on location for whatever they're shooting. Yeah, it takes them 2 days before they start actually like producing work that they're
that they're happy with. We're going to Portland in 4 days I think that same thing is going to kind of happen.
Yeah. I think because we have a friend flying in later.
Yeah.
After the weekend.
Who you might know.
And I think we might be like ahead of him, you know? In that way, like we'll already kind of be in the groove.
Unless he's a god and he knows how to.
He is a god.
He just walks in. He's like, snap, 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 snap. He's like, this is my best work to date.
So yeah, we are going to the Pacific Northwest in like 3 days.
Yep.
I'm very much so looking forward to it.
Good.
Just a little background. We're doing Oregon, and then we're going. Portland, and then we're going to the coast, and then kind of up the coast over to Seattle.
The initial idea for this actually was, hey, everyone, let's meet in LA. Let's get in a car and go the PCH all the way up
to like
just
Canada.
101 all the way up to Canada. Yeah. Say, oi, 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 get some
maple syrup, free healthcare, maybe.
Free healthcare, have them check out the boil on my back and then fly home.
Yeah, that boil's not looking good,
It's not. It's infected, I think. YouTube doesn't pay the bills.
No, they don't.
They don't have health insurance.
That's why you have to do like a shitty second channel. That's like something different, It's like like two guys talking to each other.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
Kind of thing.
That kind of thing. Believe it or not, it's going to be the first trip that it's not just Jason and I.
Yeah.
We are inviting 2 others into our space.
Yeah, I think it'll be something different. You know what the thing is, though? What I'm really looking forward to is like this is the first kind of getaway vacation thing I'm doing this year that's actually like photography focused. Everything else is like go here because you need to do this, but you can also shoot and make a video.
Yeah,
this one is like, okay, let's actually go somewhere, and all 4 of us are photographers.
Right.
So it's going to be like we're all kind of on the same page. And
you know what? This year has been, hey, it's January. And now it's not January. Now it's halfway. It's July now, or whenever we're recording. I don't even know. It's insane. This year's been like that. I was like, oh, okay, my wedding's in like 11 months. Cool. Yeah. No, it's coming up. It's insane.
I still don't have an invitation.
And he still doesn't have an invitation. But we're excited to go on that trip. I'm excited to go on that trip. What am I looking forward to? I've been so busy this past week that like my brain has not even been there.
Yeah.
I feel like that. As an adult, I think what happens, you live your life and it's jam-packed full of shit. And you create like a trip like this or whatever.
Shit-packed full of jam.
Shit-packed full of jam. And it's grape. And no one likes grape jam.
I do.
Okay.
On toast?
Yeah, it's gross.
Grape jelly? Isn't that
grape
the same
jelly,
thing?
Bad. Just
what?
bad.
Like Smuckers?
Nope.
Oh, you know what we should get this time that we had on Route 66?
Fuck.
Oh, those Uncrustables.
We're not doing Uncrustables. Route 66 Uncrustables made me shit.
I think I know what the problem was. So we ate them after like a couple days and we were like, this isn't feeling good. I think the problem was they're supposed to be like refrigerated or frozen or something.
Yeah.
And we couldn't. Yeah,
we couldn't do that.
We were on the road. Yeah.
Okay, true, fair. But we did have an ice bucket or
it just wasn't working though.
It just wasn't.
Remember it leaked too?
Well, yeah, it leaked. Yeah. And we
which
didn't
is
fill
funny
it with
because it leaked. We ended up leaking.
Yeah.
Because the Uncrustables.
Because of Uncrustables.
Parallels. Yeah.
You know what? That's deep.
That is.
I'm gonna go back to my comment though. So your life is just jam packed, and then you're like, you have this trip planned, and then you're like, oh my god, the trip's here.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how life is now. Before it was like, oh my god, there's this trip and let's prepare. And it's like as a kid, you're like, oh my god, I'm going to Disneyland. And then you're like so pumped for Disneyland, you're there. But now I feel like, oh my god, I'm so pumped. And I'm like, oh my god, it's here. Like I didn't do any, like I did prep, but I was like, I was always also busy doing all these other stuff. Nothing was going on in my life when I was a kid. So I was like, I'm going to go to this trip. And
just
now
when you
were
a kid?
Well.
You have more going on in your life than I do. You're getting freaking married.
I know. There's a lot. Well, that's a lot. There's a lot going on. So now it's like the excitement's there, obviously, but it's like it doesn't build. It's just like, oh wow, it's here.
But I think the way to get around that is to just do things that are kind of different. Like like this trip that we're doing up to Portland and Seattle, we're going with other people,
right?
And that'll be different. And part of it's like just us hanging out in Portland, and then part of it's like an actual road trip.
Yeah.
And like, when's the last time we did a road trip? It's been a while.
It's been a second, yeah.
So I'm pretty much looking forward to it. I think
totally. I mean, I'm not totally.
Yeah, it sounds like you just you'd rather not go.
You know what? I'm gonna pass on this one. I'm just gonna stay home. Take Lauren. I'll give her my M6.
Honestly, it'd be a more fun trip. What are you bringing to Portland? What cameras?
M6, Mamiya 7.
Just those two?
You know what would be kind of fun? I think I'm gonna do it. I just right this second, I'm gonna bring my Konica recorder.
So 3.
3, yeah, 3, and then maybe another one, just depending on but we won't talk about that other one. What about you? What are you taking?
What am I bringing? I'm bringing the Mamiya 7 as well, with the 65, and then a new camera. Well, potentially 2 new cameras.
Are they on the shelf?
Yeah, it's
he didn't hide them too well, guys.
You can maybe figure it out. It's a Mamiya 7, and then like a small little point and shoot that is water and weather proof because it rains a lot. Last time I was up in that area, it rained nonstop.
Yeah, but during the summer?
It wasn't during the summer, no, but it'll still rain probably.
Do you think so?
I hope so. I like those kind of conditions.
Hey Siri, is it gonna rain in Portland this weekend?
It doesn't look like it's going to rain this weekend in Portland, Oregon.
You're right. I'm a total fucking liar. It never rains in the Pacific Northwest.
Okay, anyway, so...
and then I might also bring a third camera that if everything goes right this week and I am able to acquire it before we go and X and Y work out
and Z, then
and
you'll know, but you'll have to sign an NDA for it. Because that's our new jam is NDAs.
It'd be funny to freak out like people that we have as guests on this podcast and give them just a booklet of like forms to sign. Like, hey, you need to sign all of these.
We should do that for Portland for Birgit and David.
Yeah,
just be like, hey, before we go, this I know it's stupid and logistical, but like,
yeah,
just,
but,
boom, it's just like,
please make sure you read every word and understand everything too.
Yeah.
It's pretty serious.
Oh, I forgot to say, I want to. I'm also with that Mamiya 7. I'm also bringing my pano kit.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'll have that with me.
That'll look good. Retrochrome.
Yeah, is that what you're bringing?
I'm gonna bring some retrochrome.
Yeah. Wait, are you buying? You're not gonna buy.
I can't. I don't think.
Why?
It's an automatic point and shoot camera. Will rip it might rip it out. That's what happened with my Yashica. Remember?
Wait,
in Route 66, I was in the bath. I wasn't taking a dump in there.
Are you not taking a 35 other than that?
No.
You're not taking your Leica?
No.
Why?
Don't need it. It's too many cameras.
Dude, I don't even.
Nothing but Mamiya 7, baby.
Dude, I don't even know. You're gonna.
Here's what I'm thinking, dude.
Okay.
You see my 2 refrigerators over there? You see how they're so full of shit that I can't even open the doors without stuff falling out?
Oh yeah, they're full.
Here's how I fix that. Shoot a bunch of 120 big rolls. I have a bunch of it in there.
True, fair.
You go through them faster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
clears up a bunch of space. I can buy more film.
I mean, that's true. Technically, I don't even need to bring another 35 either because I could shoot the 35 inside my pano kit. I think probably what I'll probably shoot the most in Seattle is probably my M6. What
kind of film are you planning on bringing? You said you're not going to buy any film while we're out there.
I mean, we'll see.
I'm going to hold you to that.
You're going to slap it out of my hand at Blue Moon and be like, don't you dare.
No, I'm actually going to have a rod and be standing behind you, like one of those cast iron railroad spikes. And I'll be standing right behind you. And I think you can kind of figure out.
So actually, I had an idea that I'm going to shoot. I have to take stock of what I have.
Take stock of your stocks.
Exactly. But I think I might shoot nothing but expired Kodak film.
You're not going to believe this, but I was considering doing the same thing.
Oh, really?
I have so much expired film. I'm like, what if I just did an expired film video?
Yeah.
But then I was like, nah, that wouldn't. It'd be more fun to shoot like what I'm familiar with.
What you're familiar with.
Yeah.
I know. And that's the other thing though is like it's either this. It's either I spend $400 on film, on new film, or I just shoot all of the expired stuff I have.
But the other thing too with the expired stuff is like you don't know for sure.
I know.
It could be.
I know.
Fucked.
It could.
I've
be
shot
bad.
expired film that
it
was
could be bad.
Really bad.
Yeah.
It's really like slide film is really what you got to watch out for.
Oh no, totally.
Color negative and black and white usually they're
fine.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of black and white, so if anything, I might buy black and white. That's the thing that I will probably have to buy. But then that does also bring up the whole point of like, well, what if I need more light and more ISO? Because all that stuff is going to be shot at 1 to 2 to 400. I wonder if they know the video world. I was going to say, I wonder if if it will be weird, like for them that we're like literally always filming. But I think it will be.
We're not always filming. We have our cameras on us, and every once in a while.
I mean, to be fair, we film a lot.
Yeah,
we film almost. I mean, in the cars. I mean, you're usually driving, so I'm usually the one always.
I'm usually filming while I'm driving.
Yeah, he's filming.
Get the shot. Come on,
get the shot, and I'm leaning out the window and.
Come on, get it. And you get hit by like a mailbox.
Yeah, so that's the way. That's why you are the way you are. Yeah, we do some dangerous stuff.
Yeah, we should use that gag for
so
our aerochrome movie.
Yeah.
My buddy who lives over near me, he gave me like it was like one of those huge packs of 4x5 for T-Max 400.
Oh yeah,
Just
yeah.
like
like the 100 expired, like 100 expired stuff.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to shoot that stuff, and I was like, I have to bring that to Portland. That'd be so cool. But
dude, T-Max. Wait, you have another friend?
no, you know what it is? Now I'm remembering. I made it up.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Oh, I forgot the big stuff. Super 8, baby.
You're bringing Super 8?
Yeah, dude. Nice. Didn't you see that whole brick of Super 8 that I got?
Yeah, but I think I just glanced at it.
So you don't read my text messages?
I was like, he's back on his bullshit.
Wow, that's really rude.
So it's like three rolls or 2?
Boo.
I don't remember.
Oh, you don't remember? He doesn't remember. He doesn't look at my text message anymore. See, he leaves for a week without me, and what am I? Chopped liver? 6 rolls.
What did you get? What did they give you?
So I have 50D and 200T. I have 3 rolls of 200T, 3 rolls of 50D. Yeah. I was thinking they were all out of 500T. I couldn't get any 500.
Popular, yeah.
Yeah, 500T is most popular. They didn't have any ectochrome either, so that would have been cool. But and they didn't have 250D either. So I was kind of like relegated to only 50 and 200T. But at the end of the day, like, it will be fine. I'm not worried about. I've transferred tungsten balanced stuff to daylight. And
are you gonna shoot it with a filter, or are you just gonna fix it in post?
I'm just gonna fix it in post.
The mantra.
Yeah.
Of a VFX artist. Those files, I don't know if you'd use Pro 8 or whatever, but whoever scans it, usually, like, those files have so much like bit depth in them. You can do whatever the fuck you want with them, and they'll hold up.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be fun because it's gonna add like a completely different aspect to the video overall. So
I was thinking of bringing my 16, but that thing is just so heavy and big.
That's hard. Yeah. I mean, my Super 8 is actually kind of big too. It's like heavy. It's a heavier Super 8 because it's a better build quality. So part of me was kind of like, oh, fuck, I shouldn't bring it. But then I was like, but I have all this Super 8 I need.
Yeah.
Like it just adds.
It's the perfect time to use it.
It is for a road trip kind of thing. Like that, I think is really where it's going to be. Is like in the car, and hopefully there's enough light. I kind of doubt there's going to be enough light in the car while we're doing stuff. But I think I shot for 2. It'd be fine for 200. I could do that. I could shoot 200 in the car.
You'd probably be fine with 50D in the middle of the day too. How cool would it be to just have like an assistant that just like carried all your shit for you?
Dude.
You can bring like pretty much whatever you want and just be like, Bolex, please. And they, they hand it to you and I'm like, nah, this isn't working. 8x10.
This isn't the tool.
That assistant kills themselves in their closet like 2 days later.
That's why. That's dark. But that's why, those robots that like deliver Postmates?
Oh yeah.
That's why we need to get one of those robots. Put like a little homing chip on our bodies and have it just follow us everywhere. I mean, their wheels are rugged as hell. Just
you think they could follow us on like a hiking trail?
Probably, depending not, but like maybe.
I think I'd rather have a human follow me around.
Okay. You want to have conversations with this human when I have?
No, I'd actually just rather yell at them.
Oh, right. Well, you can yell at a robot. And
why is the film loaded? Come on. Are you gonna go hog wild and just shoot a lot like you did on Route 66?
I was a different man. On Route 66.
What have you learned?
What I learned is what's the point? That sounds depressing, but it not like what's the point? I'm gonna go kill myself. It's like more. It's like actually it stems a lot from listening to our podcast with Jason Roman, and it's like having a perspective of a point to the image you're about to take.
Being more intentional.
Being more intentional. Yeah. So it's like what's the point of what I'm about to see? Like why am I taking it? I think that has actually slowed me down drastically.
Being intentional, I think, is super important, especially with film, because film's expensive. And talking to Jason Roman, you've learned to look inward, reflect inward,
a little bit,
and become a little bit more intentional. What are you? And that means you're shooting less.
A little bit, yeah. Because before I'd be like, "Oh, that's cool," and like take a photo, and then now I'm like, "Oh, that's cool."
But do you do that with like your digital camera too, or with your little point and shoot? Do you still just like pop off wherever?
Oh yeah, pop off because it's digital. I don't care.
Yeah.
Half of those things are half that anyway is like me taking stupid ass photos. I'll probably bring that too.
Do you think your hit rate's been better now since you've started being like more intentional?
Oh no, I still suck.
Okay, well, we can move on.
No, I think I think so. I mean, it's just saved probably yes and no. It probably just saved a few. I mean, when I looked back through the DTLA photos we were taking the other day, there was a few of them. I'm like, man, I really wish I didn't take that photo. Just because I could have saved that photo for something else. And, we only did one roll there. Yeah, it's making me a little bit slower with shooting.
That's not a bad thing.
No, I don't think so.
Especially if your percentage goes up,
Yeah. Why not have like 34 bangers instead of 12?
Yeah. Has it really been that good?
No, not really.
I kind of felt like that on Route 66 too. It was like, oh, this is a cool abandoned building. I should shoot it, but like, it's not really like maybe the type that I would. Like, maybe it's covered in graffiti or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, the lighting isn't very good or something. I'm like, I don't know if this is a picture I'd take, but I should do it because I'm here.
Right.
No,
I know, and I think that's a lot of times that's what happens, especially with trips like that.
I think it'll be fun. I think you'll find your groove pretty quick.
Yeah.
In Portland and Seattle.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we all will.
Okay. So here's the deal, guys. I like Wes Anderson. He's pretty solid in my book. And Jason hated Asteroid City. And I saw it twice. And I liked it.
You liked it better the second time?
I liked it better second time. Yeah. This is a spoiler-filled and rich segment. So if you want to skip over this Asteroid City part, then just go to the next section.
But really, the only spoiler that matters is it's not that good. You can skip it.
The only spoiler is Jason sucks. I thought it was really cool. I like to play within a play because I thought that was interesting. I love the aspect ratio change. Love the lighting thing. I loved it.
The setups, Wes Anderson, that's what he does. The setups and like the technical stuff looks incredible.
It's great.
It's so good. And he works with so many amazing actors that are like so fun to watch on screen. But like the stories it's just a bunch of quirky people doing like nothing.
Quirky shit. Okay. I'll give you that. And I'll give you I don't understand why you're so upset with this, but I do understand I do think that the story could have been a little stronger at the end to give us a message of some capacity, because I saw it and I watched it, and even the second time I was like, I'm not incredibly sure what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
Not incredibly, but I had fun just watching the movie and being immersed in the two different like aspects.
I don't know.
Why?
I just felt like there was a bunch of like threads that didn't go anywhere. And maybe that's kind of the point of the movie.
Okay, yeah.
Because it is like a play. Like the Grand Budapest Hotel, I think is Wes Anderson's best movie. And I feel like the characters actually do something in that movie, and they are like fleshed out characters. This movie, I feel like a lot of the people that show up on screen are just kind of like standing around doing nothing most of the time.
Fair.
Like Liev Schreiber's character, what was the point?
Okay, fair. His point, he was just one of the parents.
Yeah.
I do think that he's gotten to this point where like he works with everyone. It does sometimes take out from me a little bit, because it's like, what the hell is Liev Schreiber doing over there?
What did you think of the cinematography? Because it was shot on Kodak.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
They obviously like overexposed by like one or two stops or something. I don't know.
I definitely want to know more about their process, because I think I don't think they shot 500T. I thought they shot around like 250 or something like that.
Oh, interesting.
I think they shot one of those, and I could see them overexposing for sure.
Yeah, there was like no shadow detail fall off. Like every detail was there.
Yeah,
they obviously like took the highlights down because they exposed for the shadows or something.
They
I don't know.
very much did.
It was
100%.
crazy.
Yeah. Did you not like that?
It's a look. It's not terrible.
Well, I thought you'd be interested, because like the reason I think, and I could be wrong and I haven't heard anything, but the reason I think it looks that way is because it is a play and it is very painterly in its aesthetic.
You know what they must have done too? Because they shot out on these like planes, and there's like those scenes when they're in the diner talking to each other.
Yeah.
You can see out the windows of the diner, like to infinity and stuff.
Totally.
That stuff should have been realistically probably like close to blown out.
Yeah.
They probably had to pump in so much light into those like diners and stuff to match the outside.
They probably did both things. They probably pumped in a bunch of light, but then they also probably ended the windows to bring the windows down.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And so they did, I think they did a lot of that. If everything was kind of the same, but then at the end of the movie, you were like, okay, I feel like I went on a journey with the main character. So like if there was an actual point, if he went on a better journey emotionally, would you have been okay with the play inside a play or a movie within a side of
No,
play?
I think what sold me for the movie in general, I'm a huge sci-fi guy, so like the idea of like aliens and just like this Route 66 town, that sounds really cool.
I agree.
Right? Even if it is in the quirky like Wes Anderson style.
Yeah.
But then when they obviously don't disclose any of the play stuff in the trailers. So when you go see the movie, you find out, like literally half the movie is them trying to figure out this play or something.
Right.
And then it gets like super weird at the end and doesn't make
I don't
like a ton of
understand.
sense.
I don't understand when they're in that black and white and they chant. I don't.
Yeah.
I still, after 2 viewings, I'm still like, I don't know what
Yeah.
that is. Asteroid City done. We're done. Well, I'd say like, hey, welcome back. We just talked about Asteroid City, dude. Aerochrome movie, Asteroid City 2. We should make the movie that you want to see out of Asteroid City. Got aliens.
Maybe
We got Route 66 town.
the aerochrome movie can just be in the Wes Anderson style.
I think we could do that. No one knows about this, but we're making a movie.
It's been discussed. We're not
It's
actually
been
making
discussed.
a movie.
Don't say not. What is this? Putting doubts? Mm-hmm. Well, you don't think we can make a movie?
I don't have the time. Do you have the time? You were just complaining about how you literally don't have time for anything.
How about let me get married first, and then we make a movie. We write this movie, we get it produced.
Yeah.
I don't know how. Who wants to help produce it? Who wants to help fund it? I'm bringing it out to you. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be called Aerochrome or the Road to Aerochrome. Actually, title pending.
The gist is we have this really good idea for like a movie, basically.
Yeah, we think it's good.
Somewhat based on our who we are, I guess.
Yeah, it would be.
And
I think it'd be character adjacent.
some of the wacky things we've come across.
Yeah,
In our
yeah.
in our time here on YouTube, and it would be a fun little road trip movie.
It'd be a road
with
trip
lots
movie. It'd
of
be great.
twists and turns, especially at the end.
Yeah. We've been talking about it since Hawaii, and we've been, we kick around ideas here and there. I think we could do it. Trust me, I believe in our capacity.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's not so sure. It could be like one of those things where it's like, maybe it takes like 2 years start to finish,
I think it would take longer than that.
3 years start to finish.
We'd need I
But
feel like 6 months to shoot the thing or something.
I don't know. I don't think we need 6 months to shoot it. I think it really depends. If we plan it properly, we get a good UPM on board. we can do this. It's easy. He's tired of this conversation, guys. He doesn't want to be a part of it anymore.
Is this a good segment? We can talk about Lomo 92.
We could talk about Lomo. How did your Lomo 92 video do?
I think it did pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not really overall a fan of the stock.
You don't. Okay, you're not gonna hit it up anymore.
Maybe there's a way to shoot it that works, but I don't think I don't really like the color blue in my work a lot.
I don't
and
either.
That film stock leans heavy into blue, I think.
Well, you could also take that out.
Yeah, but then the image kind of falls apart, I feel like. If you try to take out too much of one color,
I don't necessarily. I mean, I get what you're saying. If you try to take out too much, yeah.
With film,
But
you can only really do so much, I think.
I never really had a problem. Like, if you look at my images, they're not super blue. Lomo 92 is like the cheapest stock. One of the cheapest stocks out there.
Is it?
Lomo 92 is like $12, which is not that bad when it comes to color film.
Yeah,
Not
it's
anymore.
pretty good. Yeah.
I don't know what the cheapest
Can you only
is,
buy
but
it in 3-packs? Are they doing that Lomo
I never
thing?
looked it up. No, actually, wait. Ben just shared a photo on Instagram, and he had like 5 individual packages in his hand.
So they had it in stock, though.
They had it. Yeah, you could, like, when we dropped our video, or when they announced it the day before our videos, it was in stock.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was.
Yeah, that's different than what they usually do, I think.
Yeah, but I don't think they had 120.
I'm waiting for the day they update the packaging on the red scale.
Oh yeah.
I really want.
You want to be
It's like my
the
life goal.
is to be on red scale.
The red scale package, yeah.
That would be pretty dope. My life goal
trying
is
to
to
make
be
it
on any package ever. I don't care what it is. If it's like Kellogg's,
Condom wrappers.
Or those. Yeah, any type of wrapper. I want to be on it. Birgit she was hinting that I would be on Lomo turquoise, but I was like, there's no way. And
you don't think so?
She was right. I wasn't on Lomo turquoise on the wrapper. She said, could be. I'm like, I wasn't.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Don't get my hopes up.
Yeah, don't do this to me.
I need this, okay? I have nothing else going for me. I really like that video, though, because like I told you, and I don't know if anyone can tell, but go back to that video and watch it. I kind of try to go in the style of the show Atlanta, at least for the intro, for sure. When I started shooting that episode, I was like, well, I'm going to Atlanta. I'm taking this film to Atlanta. I'm shooting it in Atlanta. I'm going to shoot it in the style of the show Atlanta, which is kind of hard to do on your own.
Yeah.
It's not the easiest thing.
Yeah. They also like underexpose.
And they underexpose. Yeah. So I underexposed everything by a stop. And I think that leads to it. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I think they did it because they just wanted to see like digital grain, digital noise, whatever.
Mm-hmm, yeah. And then I think they started shooting film.
Oh, did they?
I think at the end there, they started shooting it.
You wrapped on Insidious,
The
Red Door.
Yep, wrapped on Insidious, The Red Door. Can talk about all of the things now. What do you want to know?
I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
Oh, well, guess who supports me? Other people are going and posting my name, seeing my name up there on the screen, but someone has stubs, but can't see it.
Nah. I only get 3 of those a week, dude.
Oh, okay, cool.
There's so many bangers coming out these days.
Well, that means you can see it 3 times.
Yeah.
Next week.
So you went to a screening with Lauren.
Yeah.
Did she think it was scary?
She thought it was scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't because I know everything that happens.
You're a big, strong
because
alpha
I'm a
male.
Strong alpha male.
Yeah.
My cousin, he was like, oh yeah, he didn't think it was as scary, but he also loves scary movies.
Are you okay shitting in public?
What type of public?
Well, I've been talking to some people. You've
been talking to some people.
And they say they have to always have the home field advantage when they're taking a dump. Can't do it at work.
Okay.
Can't do it anywhere else. They always got to be home.
That makes it really hard when they go somewhere.
Well, yeah, it's not that uncommon, though, I don't think.
I feel like that's a Western thing.
Like Clint Eastwood? I think Clint Eastwood's probably fine shitting wherever.
You think so? He probably had to do it in the good, the bad, the ugly.
What do you think the ugly part of that movie was?
His asshole. I mean, sometimes it's kind of like embarrassing, but it shouldn't be really, because it's like it happens.
And yeah, I just know some people that are like, yeah, if I gotta take a shit, I just wait till my lunch break and go home.
Yeah, but where are you on that spectrum?
Oh, I can go wherever.
Okay.
We literally took a shit in the desert when we were doing that one trip.
He went super far away. That was rough. I had to use a lot of toilet paper.
There was like a compound not that far away, like an electric compound or something. And I didn't want some dude with like binoculars being like, oh yeah.
Yeah, you think that's what they're gonna be doing?
Do you get FOMO over like people that go to like meetups and stuff?
Occasionally, yeah.
Fear of
missing out.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
I was trying to come up with something clever.
Yeah, you weren't that fast. So this is a little bit about me. I used to get FOMO before FOMO was a thing. Before
people made it cool.
Before FOMO was an acronym. I got really like I took it personally a little bit. Friends were a big deal because I didn't really have a lot of them growing up because of always moving. They like came in and out of my life, and so it was that thing. So I felt really bad. But then I kind of realized, like, honestly, people have their own stuff going on. They're not leaving you out of anything, and then B. If you already know that someone can't do something, but you do want to make sure they know that they're invited, invite them anyway. Because what they're gonna say is no. Do you have FOMO?
No.
Oh, I did not think so. I definitely did not think so.
I was just kind of thinking about it because like I saw people did like some photo walks in LA.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I was there.
Some other the one that was like a week or I don't know when it was, honestly.
Yeah, there was 2 of them.
I don't really keep up with them. And usually, like, I don't even want to go to them, but I see them sometimes. I'm like, that looks cool. Mm-hmm. I still don't think I'd want to go to them, though.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I've been to a bunch.
Yeah.
We always go to a couple of them every year.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
So I don't really get FOMO, but I'm like, it would be cool to say hi to like some people.
That's really.
But is that what a photo walk is? You know, I guess.
I think it is. I think you make it whatever it is. But it was just fun. It was just fun to hang out with people. Everyone asked where you were. I said we broke up.
Yeah. I think of some funny like drama or something like. Yeah, we went to barbecue and he got a salad, so we don't talk anymore.
We don't talk anymore. I have a feeling that introverts do not get FOMO. I feel like it's the extroverts who are the ones who get FOMO. That's my assessment on humanity. I actually don't get as much FOMO as I used to. So if like people are hanging out, I don't take it like my buddy the other day was like, "Oh yeah, I saw my buddy Tristan," and I was like, "Oh, that's great." Or they were like, "Oh yeah, we hung out." I'm like, part of me was like, "Oh man, I would like." Yeah, I wanted to hang out, and I did. I would, and I want to hang out with them because we haven't hung out as three people, like a group, in a long time. Before I would have been like, "Fuck, that hurts," but now I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's cool." Next time, I would love to hang out with the three of us. That would be awesome, you know. Yeah. But I didn't take it personally as I would have, like, you know, 5 years, 6, 7 years ago.
You know what it is? I think it's just after the fact. I'm like, yeah, that wouldn't have been so bad to go to.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's not like I'm dying to go. Really? Yeah. I never take photos anyway.
Yeah.
All my photos are digital photos from my phone, and I just put them through a film simulator, and everyone thinks I'm shooting film. So we're going to go see Oppenheimer in like 2 weeks, I think.
Oppenheimer was amazing.
And I thought it was shit. Now record the other one.
Oppenheimer was shit.
It was fucking amazing. I saw it 17 times. How sick would it be? You know how the whole gimmick with Oppenheimer is like Christopher Nolan's like, I want you to go see it in IMAX because it'll feel like you're sitting there in front of an atomic bomb. And everyone's like, yeah, that sounds cool. It'd be sick if he like got some of these theaters hooked up with like flamethrowers or something. So for that part, not only is the sound blasting you, but
there's fires. Have you ever been to El Capitan?
No.
The theater in Hollywood, the Disney-owned theater, the El Capitan Theater. They had this thing that was called like 4D or something like that.
Oh, it's it
was one of those that like, and so I went for The Nightmare Before Christmas, and they were just like, it was like sounds and smells, and they had like other like kind of animatronic things do shit, and you're like, whoa, that's pretty intense. That's what they should do for Oppenheimer.
They're just fireballs and like skeletons. Jesus Christ, that's dark.
That is dark. I'm pumped for like seeing black and white IMAX and seeing what that looks like. I mean, I think that's gonna be really interesting.
So it's specially made for IMAX cameras. Is it XX or is it Tri-X?
No, I think it's XX.
Yeah. You know what I'm gonna start? I'm gonna get into. I think
drugs.
Yeah. Just want to be a meth guy. You know.
I want to start meth.
Bulk rolling. I want to get into it. I want to buy some 250D, 400 foot spool.
Okay.
Bulk roll it.
Okay.
Thoughts?
Okay.
You're like, meth would be better for you.
meth is more on brand. No, I mean, it's a good way to save money.
Yeah. I just need to find a film stock that I'll be happy shooting with consistently. I think 250D is good, and you can get it like cheap. Can you buy bulk rolls of like Portra 400?
I don't think you can buy bulk rolls of Portra 400, no.
Wouldn't that be sick to just buy like a 400 foot roll?
Yeah. I have a bulk roller. You know that.
Yeah.
400 foot stuff, like if you get a 400 foot roll, that's a little harder because you have to like kind of.
You got to cut it down to
100. You got to cut it down a little bit, but people have done that. Or you just do what I used to do and just like measure it by hand. Like I used to go into my bathroom and just like.
I saw your video when I Googled it or YouTubed it. I was like, bulk rolling video or 35, and yours was like the first or second one or something. So I didn't click on it. I went
dislike.
So I watched
report
this video first.
We're cutting that.
I feel like we're gonna bleep a lot this episode.
Really, I have a bunch of 35 that I was gonna bulk roll, but like, you just never know what that stuff looks like. Yeah, because I have like 4 different rolls of 35 millimeter. I should just do something with that.
Yeah,
figure it out.
What can you do with it? You have to bulk roll it.
I have to.
You don't have a 35 millimeter like.
I don't have a motion picture camera now, but then it's also like, am I gonna shoot the expired stuff on a 35 millimeter? Dude, I want to shoot 35, but at the same time, like 35 is a completely different beast. That's just like, I'm not just gonna go out on my weekend and be like, let me shoot some 35.
Yeah, that'd be like for like a special project.
That's a special. That's a special thing.
That's what I just picked up some retrochrome for 16 millimeter.
Yeah,
as I was telling you earlier.
Yeah,
that's like a special project thing. That's never gonna like exist again.
Yeah.
You know, that's for a very specific thing.
I'm excited to shoot it at some point. It'd be cool.
Just use my Bolex.
I'm going to use your Bolex.
That'd be sick if they made like a 35 millimeter Bolex. It's like huge.
It's the size
An
of this
IMAX Bolex.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, come on, damn it.
Yeah. It's just like Nope, where he's just like, blah, 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 blah.
Did that camera from Nope, did something like that ever exist? That seems like not possible, right?
I don't know how it could be.
Yeah, where he's like winding. He's basically using IMAX film. Too.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that. It was like the size of 120 film.
It was.
He's winding it, and it's.
I have problems with how they handled the film portion of the video. I mean, I know we're in it and we shouldn't be thinking about it and whatever, but like when that dude was just like, "Oh yeah, let me just like get you another IMAX mag that you made." And so there's nothing you can Google or research. This one guy knows how to do it, and you're just going to load it? No.
Unless
way.
he taught him, but like
yeah, but how he's going to make this guy that has never touched it before do this? Like,
do it yourself. Yeah.
No, not
especially
at all.
on his like custom camera, because that was like the thing, right? It was a custom built
IMAX camera. It's like,
I don't think that would exist. I could understand it if he was like holding a Bolex or something and he was winding it. Be like, oh, it's okay, so it's like an old thing maybe, and it was like 16 millimeter instead of like not IMAX.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate it, but like the fact that they were like, oh, it's IMAX, that's like that's a whole cumbersome thing.
Yeah.
It's like, no, just say you got an Airy, BL with some long ass lenses and just do that. That's way easier. Have a few mags right there, then shit probably would have gone way better. Okay. Well, I think that will do it for today.
You don't want to keep going?
No, we can keep going.
It's getting hotter in here. And
I'm blown out again.
Yeah, I'm pretty. The lighting's like nuclear.
The lighting is hard to control when you have a big old window here and you don't have enough light to counteract. And going auto ISO on these things is dangerous a little bit. We just need producers.
Or a studio with controlled lighting.
Or a studio with controlled lighting.
Or just do this at night.
Honestly,
we have options. We just
threw
them all out the window.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you for joining Mamiyamigos episode. Who knows at this point, because we only keep track after the fact. Anyway, hope you enjoyed us talking absolutely nonsense this entire episode, and I hope you join us for the next one.
Back to New York.
Back to New York. Oh, back to New York. I was like, we're going to New York?
Oh, I am, but you weren't invited because FOMO.
Damn it. Okay, now I can go.
There you go.
Okay, bye, guys.